Okay guys, I seem to be a little bit confused here and I'm really gonna need your help with this one. I talked about an artist named Broly500 a few months ago and I got a lot of hate for that because I basically was just saying that he sounded a lot like X. I guess it was my demeanor, the way that I handled it, because I was just very bluntly stating like, oh, just kind of sounds like a clone or a ripoff. But this is just a blatant copy of him, truthfully. I mean, there's no dancing around this. Even though I mentioned that I liked some of the music in the video, but whatever. Today, a new artist has been brought to my attention. I've received multiple DMs, comments, people spamming in my live stream to listen to Tokyo's Revenge.
Good morning, my name is Tokyo, just like a window, I'm here to air it out.
His blow up is kind of a little mysterious, it's interesting, but it raises a lot of questions that I want to answer. So before we do any of that, make sure you grab yourself a tall glass of water and drink up because you're not hydrated enough. Especially all the people who are gonna get upset, you might need an extra glass of water. I was actually making a video about TikTok and that's where I found Tokyo's Revenge, who had a song that was trending on TikTok. Usually when you have a song popping on TikTok, it means you're probably about to blow up because it's just the nature of the platform. So let's listen to that song real quick.
You like me? She like, oh yeah, of course, but she all on my steak, but she do not dry, she want me to show feet. I'm like, whoa, that's a thought. No strings attached, but you want shit from me, ball mains.
So I mean, it's a fun song. Whether you like it or not, I guess it's personal preference, but objectively, it's a pretty good song. It sounds like it was designed for TikTok. It sounds like it was written for TikTok. So I didn't really see anything all that special or all that different, unique in that song. So I had to do a little bit more digging and I found this song.
Okay, yeah,
I need to see a doctor.
Look, nigga don't like me, kill me right now. Otherwise, nigga, pipe down. Y'all niggas rap too loud, nigga. Shh, what's that sound? That's me sneaking in your house.
Okay, so this one is very, very obviously influenced by X. However, I do see a slight difference, but you know, the hey, okay, ad-libs, like, how are you really gonna argue with that? But I did not want to make the same mistake that I did with Broly500. I feel like I didn't do enough research and I kind of jumped the gun. So before I made a statement as big or as rude or whatever as just like, oh, you're an X clone, I wanted to really do the research and see if he's actually just copying or is it just kind of a coincidence. So let's go over to the SoundCloud, listen to some more music, and we'll see. By the way, the Good Morning Tokyo song is hard. I like it. I like it. So he just dropped a project. Today, actually, or yesterday.
Yeah, diamond girl, I'll keep my cool. Tell you what.
Not gonna say much. Let's just keep going.
I fucked up, can't feel my face. Drugs made me feel fun. But I can't.
Again, I'll let you guys do the talking and the thinking. Let's keep going.
Got red, like
What?
like Clark Kent metal on my hip, bitch. Tryna make steal. How you feeling, bitch? Super, bitch. Deep pussy nigga.
Come on. Do I have to say it? He does make a lot of songs with Joey Trap. I actually really like him. He's a dope artist. And I feel like the songs that he does with Joey sound, I guess, a little bit more original.
Now you should pray for me, all the police always chase me hard. 5 bands on these robbing G's.
See on me, 7 on my calendar. I don't fool with snakes. Stick on me, stick on stick.
Okay, maybe not the flows, but at least the beat style. But there's this song with this guy named Lil Satan.
Big Mac on me like a burger.
Damn, I fucked the bitch and I hop nigga on some pepper stool by myself. Cause they make Colonel Sanders. I'm gonna hit it from the back in my chest.
And I mean, it's X and Ski Reloaded. There's literally no debate. If you think that there's an ounce of originality in this, there just isn't. Top comment. This reminds me of X and Ski. Look, as far as the music goes, it's just the same, like, for the most part. I mean, trying to find the little bits of originality is, like, kind of a stretch. Even look at the branding. He's got the moon for the picture. The album is called Midnight. Even the way he titles his songs is so influenced by X. The way he sounds, the way he raps, when he does his sad sort of emo stuff, not only is it X style beats, but it's also X style singing. I mean, it literally sounds like he's trying to mimic his cadence. Like I said, I got so much heat for Broly. What is the difference? Why are we able to get clout off this? Why are people able to just so blatantly copy and get clout off of it? How is that possible? How are we allowing that? In the last video, I said you can find a lot of information from SoundCloud rappers by looking at their comments. There's an interesting one here. I think he just say the word from Up Like Insomniac from X.
Grammar.
But Tokyo's Revenge responded, I did. I'm glad you noticed. It was like a shout out to him because I miss him. So clearly, my man's inspired. What I'm presuming is that he was like a super fan, maybe even inspired him to make the music. There seems to be this sort of X clone formula. It's like do the hype, scream, trap stuff where you go, hey, yo, and you have these crazy distorted beats and you know, you make goofy inflections with your voice. And then on the other coin, you'll make these sort of soft, emo, melodic, singy, songwriting type of songs about drugs and girls. And that is pretty much what sums up all of these people that are trying to mimic the sound. And for whatever reason, if you do it well, which there are a lot of people that do it well, you're able to get clout from it. It's like the X fans are like supportive of the people who are trying to just replicate the sound. I just really don't understand it. I mean, don't get me wrong, Tokyo's Revenge's music is pretty good. It sounds like it's strategically trying to be underproduced. It just, there's really not anything different about it, yet he's able to get some pretty good numbers and he's able to see some pretty decent success from it. I'm just kind of confused. Now, there were some people that came to me with the industry plant thing. They're trying to do X Reloaded because he has this pretty big following and nobody really knows who he is. 27,000 followers on Instagram, doesn't really follow anyone. Not many people that I know follow him. Gets all these tracks posted on Elevator and he's able to get his numbers up, whatever. I've said in my previous video that I don't really care about that stuff anymore. I'm not gonna talk too much about it. However, I do sense some sort of industry connection going on here. He is signed to a distribution company, which is not a label, but most underground artists with a very rough sound and rough style don't have a distribution company. He doesn't have that much music out, but everything that he does have out has a ton of plays. Yeah, he has sort of a track record on SoundCloud. It seems like, you know, he only kept the best ones and maybe deleted all the others. Spotify, again, there's not much on it, but everything has tons and tons of plays. Usually these are indicators of somebody sort of managing all of this. As I look at a lot of underground artists and they'll have a lot of music out and it'll be inconsistent, there'll be numbers all over the place and just a long backlog of songs, and that's just not quite the case. Usually with these industry connected people, it's very clean. All the numbers are boosted, they're on different playlists. There's also like no coverage about him, no interviews, no nothing, just kind of music up there. So it's a little suspicious. For sure. Like I said, I don't really care. The thing that I care about is that if he is industry connected and if he is signed, why are they pushing this? What's the point of pushing a derivative sound? I don't know. Maybe it's like, let me just make some music that kind of sounds like it and then I'll develop my own sound as I go on? Or is it just like, I'm just paying homage to X and I just really like his sound? I don't really know. Like, that's why I'm genuinely making this video, because I'm confused. Why are we able to have artists that just rip a sound and be able to get clout off of it? Like, I don't think that it's with ill intent. I'm not saying any of this with ill intent. Why is it specifically with the X sound? When people copy it, it's all good. Any other artists, don't copy. Derivative, trash. What is it about this? You know what I mean? I genuinely want to hear your responses and your thoughts on it. Tokyo's Revenge, you know, the music sounds good. it just doesn't sound all that different to me, and I just need to know why people really, really support it. I mean, I guess people just listen and they don't care about, you know, history or somebody maybe copying somebody else. I guess people just don't care about that. I don't know. I just want your feedback. Definitely comment down below what you think. I'll be replying to a ton of them because I'm just genuinely curious. My name is Patrick CC. I'm out.